Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Um, so, I wanted to talk about some things that is very important and near and dear to my heart. Number one, I always want to make sure that I work together in a bipartisan way. You know, I can't stress that enough that we need unity and need to work together in a bipartisan way. Yeah, on my regular shows, I may say little smart comments, but to be quite honest, we're never going to have that unity if we keep nitpicking and uh, not seeing the picture for what it really is, which is unity. We need to have unity, we need to have peace, we need to have tranquility. So, I have a lot coming up today. Not today, but in the next couple of months leading into the primaries. I won't be going to the primaries, but I will be debating my opponent. Now, yes, she's my adversary, but to me, she is a person that wants to keep Burien safe, wants to keep Burien committed to unity, wants to keep Burien um, clean, so I can't sit up there and say that she's a bad person. I don't even know her. So here's the deal. We're going to talk about some topics for the next um, 55 minutes, and I hope that you enjoy them. So we're going to have one hell of a ride. I want to explore what I have to come for my campaign. I want to give you guys a know of how many great people got on their feet. I want you guys to know how many great people got on their feet or got their feet wet. My apologies. Got their feet wet and created a statewide platform for speaking to the people about political emergencies and political awareness. Now, let me explain to you what that means. Kind of cut me off there. These are my new glasses. Like, not fancy, but real glasses. So, what I mean by that is basically governors. The governor of Washington State now, he got his feet wet by running a campaign for a whole year before he actually started to run for governor. I don't know his name by heart, but I do know I heard from a little birdie that he got his feet wet. He wanted to learn the ropes, the ins and outs about running for governor. And so pretty much now he does political emergencies. If there's an emergency in Washington State, he's there on TV to talk about it and address it. In political awareness, he scouts out the people who are running. And the thing is that when I run, I need more Democrat votes than Republicans, because it's more left wing people here. And that's going to be hard. I want them to know that I am open to hearing anything they have to say about what they want for the future. And I'm willing to address it and maneuver it and take it into effect to bring it into office. Now, I cannot run for a state senator next year. They're not doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run for city council next year. This entails me running a campaign again. But I have to get the people aware that because let's go down a lot of things that Kimberly Michelle Cloud did. First, she ran for U.S. Senate. Now she's running for the House Senate, District 34, Position 1. And so now I will be running for city council. And that way I can get my feet wet and I can learn everything they talk about in city council. What is going on? How is it being done? I get to meet political players. I get to meet different people. And I think that this is going to be great. So, political emergencies. Hopefully, one day I meet the governor before he goes out of office, if he goes out of office. Political awareness. I want to make sure that my shows gain political awareness. So, y'all may be laughing at the things that I'm saying going down the list, but I say it anyway. I want to have the Kimberly Cloud Show Administration full attention when I say that this battle was merely to lean and gain awareness of what battle is to come. Now, I spoke with a little birdie. I'm going to call him a little birdie because I don't want to say his name. But he sat up there and he's been showing me the ropes. Like he said, I might not win. I said, I don't want to win, but I want to gain political awareness and have enough time to deal with it for next year. So he's gathering a crew right now, a mini Kimberly Cloud Administration, both men, women, and I want to talk about that for a second. These people will be handling my Facebook, possibly LinkedIn, and possibly Instagram pages. They wanted to do a purge on my page, and I was like, so sad, and it was a dark, dark time for me. But I think we agreed that we weren't going to do it. But we'll do more talking in the next month. So pretty much, he's going to train me on how to talk. He's going to be putting stuff on my page, and that is geared towards more traffic coming to my page and people seeing that is more professional, and then we're going to do more things. But it's just that the Kimberly Cloud Administration, I call it my little mini Kimberly Cloud Administration, is going to have my back. And this is just half the battle because we got 5 years together, me and the little birdie. I call his name a little birdie. Like I told him, we got 5 years together for me to get almost 5 years for me to run for state senate again and win. That's what I want. I'm like a freshman in the house. Some people know how to run and how to do it because their family done told them. I'm like a deer in headlights. So what I want to do, like the governor of Washington did, is to learn about how to talk, how to maneuver, how to help, how to transition in a positive way in unity. So the battle is half over. I have a lot of work to do. And that kind of means cutting the Kimberly Cloud Show a little bit in half. And I mean, I still will be able to interview people, but I won't be able to interview people like I want. It'd probably be certain specific days like this special day for KCAA radio affiliates of NBC 1050 AM. But it won't be other things. So, like, probably I take a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday off to do what I need to do to campaign. I don't get no money from campaigning. I just get awareness brought to me. That's it. I'm not looking for no money. I don't want to sit up there and nitpick because we need to have unity. Mr. Santos, did what he did, but like I said, that's neither here nor there. That's not my monkey, not my circus. So I will also do a 30-second commercial about my awareness campaign and how I was raised in a bad neighborhood. So I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to come out saying, hi, my name is Kimberly Cloud. You may not know me, but I've had it rough. And I want to give to the community the best way I can. Through transitioning, through being in negative situations, I want to broaden the circumstances and make you aware that I am running for state senate. I want you to know that when I run, it's for a cause. I want to help you gain awareness as well as me about things we can do to make Burien brighter, healthier, and the homeless put in housing instead of being next to the police station and something like that. And that's off top of my head. So I will help. Hold on. The 30-second commercial is going to be a great commercial, and it's going to be put on HBO. It's going to be put on HBO. And this commercial will I don't know if I don't know if it costs more to switch, from HBO, because what's going on is that people that watch HBO, it's a limited, but it's not a limited amount because everybody wants HBO bad. I gotta have my HBO. So, so pretty much what you do is you pick a station you want to go at, and I'm gonna ask them about the stations over when I get a chance soon. It's nothing. It's no big deal. But pretty much when I ask them, I think I want to go with Fox News instead of HBO because that's a more bigger opportunity than HBO, which is limited but not limited. I want it to be, and it's going to be in the heart of Burien, because commercials now, they play based on where you live. So it will be in the Burien community who watch Fox News, which everybody watch Fox News. Fox has been a hot commodity. And I want to do it like that. Definitely. That way, the heart of Burien can get my message and be like, hey, that was that girl. I didn't believe she was going to do it, but she did do it. Stuff like that. I want to make a history. And when it comes on commercial, some people are recording it, which means in the future, if I decide to run for something bigger than state senate, then what will happen is they'll play that over and say, this was her commercial then, and here's her commercial now. And I'm just a regular old African American girl that's different. We both agree. Me and the little birdie agree. I am different. I am very, very different. I am not like a regular African American woman. I am not like a regular woman, period. I'm not saying I'm better. I swear to God on the Bible. I'm just saying I'm different. I have a different story than a normal person. And my story does not fit with everybody's story pattern. During triumph and heartache, you have friends to protect you, right? You have those friends, either one or more, that will call you and be like, girl, this is what you need to do. Or, girl, this is what you need to do. My case, I don't have nobody yet. I'm doing all of this. I don't think about things through a friend inspiring me. I think about it off the top of my head. And that's the difference. I mean, I like to wear wigs too. But I know the makeup will have to change, and I'm okay with that. But I'm not doing it for the name that's going to be on the side of my, the letters on the side of my name. I'm doing it because I want to really make a change. I'm doing it because it needs time for a change and awareness of how I feel about Burien and what I went through in Burien and how I feel for the geriatric and baby boomers that are dying off in Burien right now. And it sickens me. I'll leave it at that. So I have some hard work to do. I will start calling people, and that some will hang up, but others will ask, why is a Republican woman who's African American running for the 34th district position 1? I I have a advantage. I don't look at it as an advantage in a sadistic way. I look at it as an advantage in an angelic way. I have an advantage. I believe in Donald Trump views. Not all of them. Some things need to be tweaked about the LGBT. Yes, some of them don't like me. They probably know who I am. They probably don't. I don't care. But what's right is right. I told y'all how I felt about it yesterday. And I said to you, and quote, I said that the LGBT the LGBT community shouldn't have to worry no more. It shouldn't be a bunch of nonsense and gossip and a lot of bad things going on. But the children should not be persuaded by somebody at age 4, because if you have your friend at age 4 saying, I'm gay, and then you're going to say automatically, I'm gay too. You don't know what it entails, the pain, the different things. It's a whole nother world, but it's a fair world, because we cannot help if you're gay. We cannot help if people are gay. But if you got a grown transgender man in cheap clothing and a cheap wig coming into verified whole government schools saying, if you're gay and you know it and you're proud and you show it, yell, I am gay. No. How would you feel if that was your child? How would you feel if that was your child going through that? And they don't, some people, you can actually persuade people at a young age through somebody that you look up to, that you feel is authoritative. You don't know this person's background because you're so young and you don't ask questions. You ask many questions, but as 4 years old, you don't say, well, what's your credentials? How you know I'm gay? Why should I say that? So if your daughter come home at age 4 saying, Mommy, I want to be a man or a boy, or your son come home saying, Daddy, I want to be a girl, how do you think that makes you feel? And the only reason is because somebody like that came to the school and enticed them and made it look good. It is good, but it's nothing. It's not fairy tale. People cheat when gay, lesbian, straight. I said straight now. Whatever the list, all of the list, whatever you choose to be, lesbian, gay, bi, straight, transgender, binary, whatever, they cheat still. It's just a different click in what you prefer. So you will go through the same heartache and pain. So all I'm saying is that we don't need that for our children. We need our children. And then the sex change thing. the sex change thing isn't really good, because at 4 years old, if they're saying that and you give it to them, they may regret it at age. That's a major surgery. Changing your genital organs into something that you normally don't have. And you have to use those organs. If you eat, you have to use those organs. So imagine going through surgery, changing those organs, and having to urinate right after. Just think about that for a second. I'm saying some real stuff. The surgery, you going through, and afterwards you have to, you know. So I feel for those kids. I think the age should be 18 years old. I think the age they can get breast implants, they can get uh, hormone changes to their body, but not, I repeat, not a major surgery like that at such a tender age. They don't know what they want. They can't even drive. They don't have a credit card unless somebody in the ghetto is doing it. They don't have a checkbook. They don't have anything to solidify that they understand that what the world is like. So how can they know whether they want to be a man or a woman at such that young age? That's all I'm saying. So moving on, that is the only thing that I have an issue with. But some people will see it another way. Some people will see it another way. It's 50-50. But imagine if you just, I don't even want to talk about it no more, but I'll say that it's damaging to live in a world where it was predominantly regular how can I say this? Dual sexuality, where a man and a woman, I forgot what you call it, love each other. And then it graduated to a man and a man. And it's always been like that, but at a limited point of view. So it's damaging for the parents. But it's mentally challenging when you have different things going on with a child involved. A child should be able to tell whether they want to be gay or not, but they need to take it slow until at least they're 18. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. I will start calling people that I know some will hang up, but they will be wondering why I'm running, like I said, the 34th District, Position 1. So a lot of people won't have the same views as I, but they will realize that I'm not here to sit up there and cause trouble or, instigate or do any of that. I'm here to make a change. My goal is not to have a name by my name, but to sit up there and actually help. Be a Superman, be a Superwoman, be a Spider-Man, be a Spider-Woman. I truly want to make a change. I'm not playing around pretending like I don't want to be the change or I don't want to make a change. I just want to get in there and get the money and get out. No, I truly want to make a change or talk about it on the news. Do you not know how strong the news outlet is for people who need the news company? We need the news company to tell what's going on. And if I get in office, I'm going to try to utilize the news as much as I can or get connections to start being in the news as much as I can. I'm just a poor old girl from Washington, D.C., that lived in Charlotte, North Carolina, that graduated with her high school diploma, that graduated with her associates 10, 15 years later, that graduated with her bachelor's a year after that, and going for her master's and graduate December the 9th, and going for her doctorates. Just a simple girl. Simple, right? So I feel that, like, recognize that I am not your typical Black woman. I want to be recognized as a smart and partially unintelligent when it comes to politics, because I don't know much, but I love politics. What I do know has drawn me to them. What I do know is that fate has me working with you guys. Fate, U.S. Senator, Santa Maria, State Senator, House of Representatives, Washington State, and then City Council next year, 2025. I want to be recognized as a woman with drive, who did not back down, who sat up there and, did the right things, and sat up there, did not break no laws from birth to 2022 to 2024 life. Period. Did not break no laws at all. And I truly, for my opponent, I hope that she can make Miss Alvarez. I hope that she can be a good change for Burien. Because one day I'm going to see her this year. And I'm not looking for no drama. I'm not looking to get mad at her or get bougie. I'm looking to sit up there and truly see what her views are, whether she is highly educated or lowly educated, what her views are towards Burien. What is her views about homelessness in Burien? What is her views about the homeless stand right next to the vital police station? With 300 people next to the police station, what do you think is going to happen if they have to send out 5 cop cars and there's like 7 people there at the station at night, and they riot the police station? Yeah, some of the guns are locked up, but it would take them nothing. But yeah, and I have to call people. I have to literally call a lot of people and spend 15 hours a day doing it. That's why I'm going to limit my time. I have to limit my time with the Kimberly Cloud Show because I want to make the quota. I definitely want to make the quota. I will get help with going to events and debating with my adversary, which I don't even see her as competition, but a woman who wants to do good for Burien, Washington. She truly wants to do good. I'm not going to argue with that. If she wants to do good, let her do good. If this was a 5-person match and I was eager to win real quick, I would be on the phone all day, every day, calling donors. I will get up with connections that will help support me for the big run next year. Man, I didn't know they had connections like that. They have, I'm not going to name them, but they have so many connections. And one of them I'm gunning for. I would have to go there with my manager, my Kimberly Cloud Administration, and set up many Kimberly Cloud Administration, and sit up there and we talk about what it is I support, how do I support it, and why do I support it, and try to come up with an agreement of how things should be, how their point of view kind of sways with my point of view, or period sways with my point of view. Like, for instance, I'm going to keep this simple, and some Democrats feel the same way in a bipartisan way. The gun laws. Some things do need to change, but I am okay with guns. I don't own one, but I did own some, and I didn't shoot nobody. I didn't even think about shooting nobody. When my time was up for me to cross the state lines, I didn't take my guns with me because that's a felony. Like I said, I never broke the law. I went to the state troopers. I already took out the bullets to my gun, and I said, here, I'm done. I sold my 20 guns that I had. I had like 20 for like $100 for all of them because they knew I was desperate. And my last 38 pistol that I had, I took to the state troopers. My story isn't like everybody's, but I support weapons for protection. And that's the only reason why majority of Republicans want it. But there needs to be laws in effect. And there needs to be a crackdown on more laws for those who buy weapons from across the border and ship them over here. The border security that watches this happen, because they're in on it too, they need to be looked at a little bit harder. It's not about the guns, because the guns been protecting 911, CIA, NSA, FBI for a long time. And people get protected by guns for a long time. So we can't say that guns are bad per se. But when you get a drug dealer, a murderer, a pedophile with a gun, just imagine what they'll do. And that's why I said what I said yesterday. We need another organization that after you get out of jail, they watch you and they take notes. They say, oh, this is a convicted felon on probation. Let's see what and they're not going to tell you that they're watching you, but they watch you. Let's see, this convicted felon was told not to smoke weed. Convicted felon smoking weed and taking some medication to beat the drug test. They're not going to tell the judge if it's not serious, like harming your life or others. But they're noting and they're studying you. And if you fail, they'll watch you for another year or two to see what you do also illegally. That can save a lot of lives. To have a new organization out there. Yeah, we got NSA. NSA doesn't work with us partially. We got the FBI. The FBI work on a huge case, got like over 50 people. It's 35,000 FBI agents. It's 360,000 police officers in the United States. It's 35,000 FBI agents in the United States. Tell me, and it's almost 400 million people here. So add that up. Add that up. I will get up with connections. Like I said, the gun people, I forgot what they call them. Like I said, I'm not perfect at everything, and that's not the right. Let me look it up real quick because I don't like being wrong. Gun organizations. I was actually with them. NRA, National Rifle Association. Okay. So the National Rifle Association or whatever big gun. They have a couple of them, but the National Rifle Association is the major one. And I would get up with them and tell them how I support them. But we need to create laws not to take away guns, but to take away guns from the bad guys. Because if we take away guns from the bad guys and create and slap more harsher felonies, I mean, if they get caught with this weapon, or if they get pulled over and caught with this weapon, forget the 3 strikes. The 3 strikes is up. You're done. If you told not to get a weapon or have a weapon illegally, because you can't buy it legally unless you sit up there and you try to fight your way to getting a gun permit legally. You know, and I think they should be given a second chance. Certain felons like me that sit up there and they go through a vigorous test, you know, of things, and they test to see where they stand, you know, and that's how I feel. Like everything that I've been through, I see where the law is lacking. I see where the laws are lacking. So these connections will help me. These connections will help me. And I'm not doing it just because. I'm doing it because we need to make a change for the good felons that was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Case in point, the YWCA in Seattle. And the bad felons who are repeat offenders. I knew one person, I ain't gonna say whether she a girl or boy, but she bragged about pistol whooping somebody. She said, "This is my 3rd time in here, and I pistol whooped her. I was at a strip club." Come on now. What are we doing? And I'm in here one time going crazy. I'm not going to let this happen to another innocent African American woman. I made my amends. I'm doing what I need to do to make it right. But nobody cares about the story I gave them when I was telling the truth. You can ask my family. I always tell the truth. And that's what they hated about me. So yeah, we're going to change some things, but we're going to keep some things the same for good Republicans and Democrats with the gun laws. I will thank everyone, both man and woman, who was by my side and helped me accomplish what I've accomplished till November 6, 2024. What I mean by that is every person that helps me from here on out to November 6th, I will thank them. I will thank them. Maybe buy them some cards. Some roses is too sensual. Maybe some pink flowers. I forgot what the pink flower symbolizes friendship. I don't know how to do this thing. But I will make a symbolization that we're going to be together for 5 years. And once it's over, then I'll talk about you guys. But until it begins, I won't. Because somebody will find you and try to keep you from doing what the brilliant work y'all have done before. So I will thank every man and woman on the Kimberly Cloud Administration, on the trail, helping me, bring awareness to my campaign until November 6th. Mind you, I'm not winning. It could have been a hard but easy win. It was 50-50. But I have health problems right now, and I have surgeries coming up, and I have procedures coming up. I can't afford to sit up there and take off, on, off. Next year will be a little lighter. We will work together even after this vigorous working hard. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm doing, yeah. We will work together even after this vigorously working hard. Me being the most hardest of them all, claim a seat in the House of Representatives, to claim a seat in the House of Representatives when Donald Trump leaves in 2028. I hate that I cannot be in the House seat when Donald Trump, if Donald Trump, when Donald Trump, how Donald Trump, whatever it happens, but Donald Trump becomes president. I'm not going to talk about him or give him any praise, but if he does become president, he leaves in 2028 or 2029, that is. Sorry, 2029, sorry. And pretty much because 2025 they've sworn in. So pretty much I want to be in a house by then or before then, and I want to see what I can do with that. When if he's still in, that's great. If he's not in, that's just okay, but I'll tell you this. Everything that people that get into the House of Representatives or the Congress or the government with the governors and whatever you do, it's in a history book. The more you push out there and really make a change, some people ain't going to like it, some people will like it. But it goes in a book. If you're on the news, it's forever. And you make a change. You're in the history books. You're in the history books. And I want to be in a history book. And that's real serious. I want to be the change, not only for my young leaders, but my leaders that have been here almost a century. If I would have said millennia, I made y'all think a little bit. If I would have said millennia, you would have been like, that's 1,000 years, woman. What are you talking? I'm talking about almost 100 years and still moving around like they like it, baby boomers. And I love to see it, man. I talked to this lady, beautiful lady. She was like, oh, I missed the elevator. I was like, you did? She was like, you did too. I was like, because sometimes I do like to talk, but I don't like to bother nobody. So I'm like an introvert, extrovert. So I'm an omnivert, basically. I'm an omnivert. Introvert at sometimes, extrovert sometimes, which is an omnivert, which is both sides of the field. And I feel like this is going to go well. I want to be working with him like family for a while. He may not know it, but I appreciate him already. I will know a lot more of information than ever before because of the best help I've gotten from an unknown personnel, a little birdie. They gave me a chance when no one else did. I forgot the D. Not even care. Did not even care. I tried my best, man. Like, yeah, I sometimes argue. I debate, like they debate, we debate. It's a debate. It's not, my debates never lead to me saying, well, I'm going to kill you. Only one thing I ever said, and it almost got me banned on my Facebook page. So Rudy Giuliani said something, and I said, if you don't stop, I'm going to come to your house and kill you. And I didn't mean it in a bad way, but Facebook wrote me back talking about, if you continue with that behavior of saying kill and your behavior is being questionable, we might take your page and suspend it. Ah, my heart dropped. I said, okay, no more, no more, no more. But for the rest of these minutes, I want to talk about working together in a bipartisan way. Yeah, we nitpick with each other. Yeah, we talk about each other point of views that are not feasible to the campaign that we're running. But we need to work together in a bipartisan way. We need to learn how to work together truly in a bipartisan way where we're sitting up there working at a goal. It's all about a goal, not only for us, but our children's children's children. Imagine if we leave pure crap behind this history of 2025. If we just don't do nothing for 4 more years, 4 to 8 years, 4 to 8 years says something. It says that I'm changing something about the world. I'm speaking with world leaders about their points of views on what should happen in the world, the G7 summit, the United Nations, just so many things. And you're talking about, well, how can I change crime? Crack down on it. Just like China cracks down on crime. That's why so many people are coming here. They're coming here because crime is easy to commit and get away with. Case in point, thank you, KCAA. Case in point, African American lady who suffered at the hands of an African American man and got in New York and got 7 years. He got 7 years for killing her. Is her life worth 7 years? No. Her life should have been worth life. Life. We need to life them, and we need to, if they really are guilty, which we should check into a little bit more, but if they are guilty, then we truly need to execute to clear out the prison system, especially with capital murder and life, and then get the ones that were really innocent off, because jail really changes you. We need to create a better system. So, with that being said, I want to thank you guys. I want to truly, truly thank you guys for not only being with me, but being with KCAA affiliates at NBC. They help put my show on YouTube. They help put me, if you would download the KCAA app, you can hear me on the radio when it comes on at 2 p.m. And that's why I go with them. They're really reasonable. If you ever want to do your own show, talk to the manager. He's a wonderful person, and we talk normally. And the producers are awesome. So I want to say that make sure you tune in when you're watching me, and I'm on either HBO or Fox News. Make sure you tune in. We're going to do a straight online presence, and I'm never going to stop or back down. But I want to work with Democrats. I have to say this part. I want to work with Democrats as well as Republicans. We have to learn how to work together. And if we don't work together, what do we have? What do we have? And just imagine who is laughing at us. We need to work together and unify. You take care, everybody. Be safe. And I'll see you guys another time. Bye.